Hey, 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 we're back. Yeah, I got heavy and then it cut off when I was telling you guys about that experience with the dream, but not only that, like I said when I was doing the darn thing. Like I got Black Women in Jazz Award in ATL, and I was down there with the music awards there, and I was doing health and wholeness seminars and stuff, and then I did host the music awards in Chicago for 5 years in a row. But then when I went to LA, and I got music awards out there, red carpet and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, like these different people, but the one set of people that was interested, because me and my son, our music, we're indie. That means independent artists, so we ain't doing none of that mainstream stuff. We know better. But yeah, we've been approached before, and that what they want you to do, like what they wanted us to do was do this over our eye, the thing you see some of them do and the celebrities do, and take pictures. And they said, you have to do this, and then we're going to get you all set up over here. No, sorry, I ain't doing it. So we both were like, nah, we ain't doing that, because we seen too much and we knew what was up. But yeah, it's pretty creepy because it's listen, it's everywhere now. It's everywhere. And they try to get you. They try to get you. And it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, they if you're chosen in any type of way and you emit any type of shine, they're gonna find something. Somebody's peeking into who you are. If they notice anything about you talented, and I'm not telling you that to be afraid. I mean, your gifts are your gifts. But yeah, they're out there looking for chosen for different things. And it could be the music industry, it could be sports, it could be anything you're into, They're looking for you. And if you, like you said, when I said in that one episode, like Shattered Paradise did on YouTube, about how those newscasters put in their reporting and stuff, they say things like key words to let other people know. Yeah, see, it was about shine. It was about the shine. Oh, he was a shining star athlete. So terrible that he passed away and stuff like that. You always see him interviewing the family when someone dies and it's tragic and everything. And anything you'd like to say? And the family goes, she was a superstar. She had this great light about her. She was such an angel. That's my baby. You know what I mean? Listen, they playing with it right in your face. They play with it. So, but anyway, I'm going to move on because backing, I did throw in there that I had a little bit more for you guys on prepping. I was getting heavy, going ham with the prepping and all that, because this month, with the end of this month, and I'm not saying these things to create no fear or nothing. We no man gonna know the day, the time, or the hour. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I just know, and I have that overwhelming sense that I get, and being gifted as I am, that something's about to come into this world, or we're shifting over from December 30th, new month coming, new year. 2025 is marked with a lot of things yet to come. I mean, it's been predicted many years ago that that's the year. They used to say that was the year with the massive earthquake for Cali. They used to say that's the year for the X that's over the United States. I mean, there's a lot of things they say. They also say it's also marked with that mark for 2030. So do we have 5 more years? But either way, I still think some things are going to go on in 2025. Sure they are, of course. I mean, we didn't have an easy ride with 2024. I mean, it's been crazy since the pandemic, which was 2020. It's just been nonstop. So, but imagine if it's going to go get higher. So even still, we should be prepared. We should be prepared somewhat, because it could be something so trivial as you have a few things in the house you could have bought that could save your life, or if you would have stocked up on water, and then God fixes it, it all goes away, but people died and stuff all because they didn't have this, or they didn't have this little bitty thing here. So if God says to prepare. Listen, when it was Passover, Moses and the Israelites were told, the Hebrews, to put the marking over the door and eat certain types of food and close up the house this way and let the angel of death pass. You know what I'm saying? So we have to do things like that. Prepare ye the way of the Lord. Prepare, be prepared. Be sober, be vigilant. All those things mean be prepped. So let's do a little prepping. All the things I've been telling you, great. Just a few more. So one thing about holidays, watch out with the alcohol toxicity, y'all. I know some of y'all gonna be partying it up. And the times we living in, I know people are like, you know what, I don't even care. Listen, you talking about get this and that, I'm gonna throw in a bottle of Jack Daniels. You know what I'm saying? Listen, just be careful. With all that's going on, they're not just doing things to the food, they're doing things to the liquor too, especially wine. I've been hearing for a long time that they do something to red wine. I don't know what that's about, but just be careful. So, like I said, I can't say what it is on here. And red foods too, things that are really, really red. Sweets, treats, everything, anything with that red. Something about that, I don't know. As far as like women being concerned with these people that approach you or they might attack you outside when you go into your car, I don't know about your state, but in my state, they allow us with proper ID to get a thing of mace. You can get a mace. We can't have stunt guns here, but it's, you know, them laser thingies, what are them called? Tasers. Some states allow that. But a woman, you could carry that stuff. But be very mindful when you're walking around or going to your car and stuff. Don't have yourself all bombarded with bags and you can't get to your purse. Always have like a pocket accessible or a can of, you know, that stuff on you so you're ready and prepared. Because I'm telling you, just some real fools out here. They just posted some serial killers running loose up here in Massachusetts. And, you know, supposedly he targets women or something. So I don't know. But, you know, things like that you keep hearing about. And unfortunately, we tend to hear about it after something bad's happened. So, what's the other thing? Be careful of your money. I know it's Christmas and everybody's spending money and stuff. Don't fall into that trap. You're going to need to hold on to your money, especially get a cash box and put some cash aside. Preferably up at least 1,000 in different bills. But if you can't do that, just a couple hundred. Break it down. Get 20s, 10s, 5s, singles too. Because when if you got to go to a store, you know, if all you guys are 20 and they take that, you ain't going to be able to get change back or whatever. So, yeah, no major purchases like TVs and things like that. Forget Christmas. Bump it for now. Big stuff. TVs, no cars, no expensive stuff, no over-the-top property purchases. You may not be able to afford it. Don't blow your credit cards and stuff right now or take on new ones. The states of balances and the power is shifting in the economy. U.S. is tied up with all this war stuff and the way it's being financed. It looks like they're heavily on our incomes. You know what I'm saying? It's heavily relying on the United States to fund this stuff. I mean, they got in bed with these people and it's you owe shaking hands and who owes who what and whatever. So trade agreements, whatever. I don't know how they exactly perspective. So allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I'm just saying, whatever's going on with the money, they're talking about the whole economy may crash. If that happens, you need to have some cash on hand in the cash box. You need to not be all tied up and whatever. You know what I'm saying? If you take on a new house and that's what happens, there goes your house. You know, just whole waste of time. So be mindful on a budget, you know, just keep your eye on all kinds of tips. They're all over the place. I gave you a whole bunch of good ones. So, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Excuse me. So, that's that. You know, I wonder what you guys think of that dream that I told you about because I see it and I've seen it in its brilliance. And because I saw it in its brilliance, that dream to me was just so... And if you see that movie, The Gods of Egypt, like I can't even rewatch it now. I don't think I even watched the whole thing that night. I fell asleep on it, and I never had the desire to go back and watch the rest of it because of what God showed me. It was like, you know, Yahuwah said, don't mess with that. You don't want nothing to do with that because they ain't. So just knowing like that's not even supposed to be touched or messed with. I just can't watch it. Not only that, I don't like looking at them doing that because it looks so to me like they're portraying something they're not. And you could see just when I look at it now, it's like they're trying to be something they're not. And it just, you know, I guess it kind of makes me mad that they're disrespecting God's wishes because that's all stolen stuff. So, yeah, I mean, you watch it if you want to watch it. I mean, like I said, just watching it for maybe a half an hour and you see all that fighting and the sword scene and stuff, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And you'll notice that technology when you look at it now that you know. So, yeah, some of you come back in the comments and I'd love to hear what you got to say once you look at it if you see anything like what I said in the dream. So, But yeah, that's about it. I ain't got that much more to say. I come to finally 10 minutes, not gonna go over. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Have a good one.